New at 6, the suicide of the wife of Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall made news all around the state. And now, just 8 months later, Marshall's speaking publicly about her death.
WAAY 31 anchor Bill Young sat down with the Attorney General as he hopes to use his personal loss to help others.
1.4 million people tried to commit suicide in 2017. 47,173 of them died. According to the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, it is the 10th leading cause of death in America. And in 2018, the wife of Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall, Bridget Marshall, took her own life. Now he is sharing her story and his pain in a very public way with the hope of saving others.
It's hard. I was talking to Bridget before she killed herself, and I vividly remember that conversation, and almost word for word.
Attorney General Steve Marshall shared with me not just the day his wife Bridget died, but also the struggles she faced with both addiction and mental health before she died.
You know, I'm a prosecutor, I'm a lawyer, I'm not a mental health professional, but yet I'm a husband who loved his wife and didn't always know what the right answers were.
Marshall is sharing his experience publicly this weekend at a conference called Not Alone. It'll be the first time he's addressed his wife's struggles publicly since an emotional media conference only days after she died.
Together as a family, realized that maybe being transparent about how we got to the point where we did last Sunday could be helpful.
As a family, we've made the commitment that we want to celebrate her life and that we don't want to focus on her death. And we clearly don't want others to be able to have to endure what we've done since she died.
It was a decision he and his family made in the days after Bridget's death.
That we are not the only family that has had to deal with a family member who suffered from mental health issues. And we know that Bridget is not the only person that ever considered suicide.
And now, as the name of the conference clearly states, Marshall wants to make sure people realize they are not alone.
I never expected as Attorney General that in some ways that I would be a little bit of the face of the discussion of mental health, be potentially kind of the point person talking about the issue of suicide, but that's where I find myself. And if that's the case, although it's a little bit outside of my general professional responsibilities, I need to be engaged in that discussion.
The Not Alone conference is taking place both Friday and Saturday. There are sessions in both Albertville and in Huntsville, and there are breakout sessions scheduled throughout both days. The topics include things like helping teens cope with suicidal thoughts, helping teachers recognize signs of depression in their students, and there's even one centered around infertility. In addition to Steve Marshall, other speakers include author and mental health advocate Kay Warren. Her own son took his life in 2013. If you'd like to attend, we have a link for more information by clicking on this story at WAAYTV.com. Bill Young, WAAY 31 News.